You are watching the Kane Cam, and I want to talk about the fact that there's a new crisis every day. There is always something to be scared of, something to uh, bring fear to our lives, because that's what the news wants us to be. They want us to be afraid. And I guess they think that it brings ratings, but I say stop watching it. Stop watching the news because it's not bringing anything positive into your life. It's only making you fearful. Because what about way back? Remember Y2K when everybody was scared to make a move because they didn't know if computers were going to be working the next day? And it's like, of course they're going to be working the next day. And if they're not, so what? We still go on. And then last year there was the fiscal cliff, and nobody wanted to make any decisions until they knew what Congress was going to do. And right before that, there was the election, and nobody wanted to do anything because they didn't know who the president was going to be. And and the CNN, they keep this loop going, and they're like, oh, it's bad, it's bad. The sky is falling. Another crisis. Oh, if you thought the last one was bad, you should watch this one. There's a tornado. There's a tsunami. There's so many bad things that can happen, but there's so many good things that can happen too. And I want you to focus on those, because CNN is never going to report that today is a great day to start over. MSNBC is never going to say, hey, guess what? Start a new project. Today is the perfect day to do that. And Fox News is never going to say, guess what? There are good things on the horizon. You're in a great place. It's not going to happen. And while I'm at it, let me bring up the housewives of whatever. Stop watching them too, because it's just TV. And what's going on in their life means nothing about what's going on in your life. You've got great things going on. Don't you start gossiping about people in your life because of what crisis is going on with them, because you could bring that energy into your life. So focus on the good. Forget the bad. Yes, there's always going to be bad. And yes, it's real. It's real. I am not saying it's not happening. But what I am saying is the more you focus on it, the more of it you bring into your life. So if you want to bring something in your life, bring something positive. And how you do that is to focus on the positive. Remember, we talked about positive thinking and purposeful actions. If you're not taking action because you're worrying about what new crisis is going to come, then you're not going to build that momentum to maximize your life. And yes, it'll always be something to make you afraid, something to keep you from pursuing your career or personal goals. But stop it. Stop watching the news and watch yourself. Pay attention to you and be impressed by all the things you're doing. Entertain yourself, because that's presidential, not crisis, not chaos. Positive thinking, purposeful actions. You got it? Good.